Good morning. Today is Monday, May 19th, and I am kicking the week off in my newest me made. This is Butterick 7022. This pattern was one of the new releases for spring for the Butterick line, and of the entire line, this was a pattern I just had to have. Now, I made this pattern using a non-suggested fabric. I used a lightweight denim. This is a 7-ounce lightweight denim that I purchased from Hobby Lobby about 2 years ago. I've also paired it with some gold buttons that really pop out that I purchased from Hobby Lobby as well. I have paired this dress with a stark white blouse, and that is to make it look a little more professional. I'm on my way to work, but also maybe give it a good little contrast against these beautiful shades of blue. If it doesn't work out, it's my husband's idea. So if I look a mess, just blame him, okay? But overall, I feel really good. I cut a 16 in this dress, and I took in the sides of the bodice, about half an inch on both sides. I could have standed to take it in just a little more, but comfort. I'm all about comfort, okay? I'm gonna be wearing this all day, sitting at a desk, maybe walking around my office. I need to be comfortable, all right? So this is the look. What do you think?
I tried to be your everything, gave my everything, I sold out. Now just look at me, I'm a ghost with nothing left.
Now, I just released a full sewing vlog on this make, so if you didn't catch that, definitely make sure that you do. I'll link it down below. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, May 20th. And I'm very vibrant today. So today I am wearing a 3-piece me made ensemble, and it's also another make that I've never worn outside of the house. So let's start with the skirt. This is a satin slip bias skirt. It is a new look pattern. Now the fabric that I'm using is fabric from Finch Fabrics. It is a dead stock online retailer. Actually, they do have a storefront in LA. I can't remember the city. It's on the outskirts of LA. I'll put it on the screen. But it was my first time purchasing from Finch Fabrics, my first time being a patron there. It's also one of the first times I've ever bought fabric online, and it was a wonderful experience. So in the climate that Joanne is closing, I am confident in knowing that there's at least one online retailer that I can trust and have a great experience with. So I purchased that fabric from Finch Fabrics last year. I think I did a fabric haul too. I'll link it down below. So, new look pattern. This actually is one of the first patterns I've ever done a mock-up for. I did a mock-up on the skirt, so I wanted to make sure that it would fit across my waist. I could zip it up and we'd be comfortable. I didn't know what size I may have needed, whether it was a 14, a 16, or an 18, based on my finished garment measurements, because hold that weight in my midsection, okay, honey? Underneath the vest is a cami. It is Butterick 7001. Now, I know that pattern like the back of my hand because I've made at least 4 of them. This maybe 5. I know that I have one that is cut right now. It is batch cut waiting for me to get to. So yeah, it's an amazing scrap buster. I've made the pants and I've made the cami. I haven't made the top yet. It's like a little wrap. I think I'll get to it, but I already got so many fabric plans, so that might get paused. And once again, that cami is the same satin charmeuse that I purchased from Finch Fabrics. Closing out the show is this polyester twill vest. This is an Etsy PDF pattern. It might be Aura Patterns, I think. I'll link it down below. It was a very quick and affordable pattern to assemble, construct, sew, everything. Great for beginners. The only thing about this pattern is that it lacks shape. So it is pretty boxy. There aren't any darts. It is lined, and so I've used the same poly twill to line the vest. It's a great vest. All in all, I'm really happy with this outfit. Another outfit that is super comfortable, yet a pop of color, because who would I be if I didn't have color on? So, what do you think?
Can't be found. You stole every bit of me. Now I can't remember. Ooh, who I am, what I like, what I do, what I'm like when without you. Ooh, should've known you're too good to be true. You don't come around here no more. Why'd you have to let me go? Let me go, go, go. You don't think about me no more.
Hey, it's Wednesday, May 22nd. I took PTO today, so I'm in some ready to wear. I have a hair appointment. I'm trying to do better about taking PTO, even if I don't have plans or a trip or anything, just to pour into myself. So today is like just like a retreat for myself. I've been doing some sewing. So even though I'm wearing ready to wear, I don't have any maids. Let me show you what I'm working on right now. So I set up shop in my dining room. And so I brought in my quantum stylus, my mini ironing board, and my iron. And I have a few patterns. Now, this is what I just finished this morning. And well, it's not completely finished. It's almost finished. I still need to do my buttonholes and my buttons. But look at this beautiful floral brocade. And this is the pattern, Simplicity 3108. So I want to finish that vest because ideally I want to wear it Friday on my jean day to work. And now that most of that is done, then I'm going to work on a dress that would pair very well with it. So this dress could go underneath that vest. I could wear them together. I could wear them solo. I mentioned this on my sewing plans and my batch cutting videos. I'll link those. But here is a slip dress. And so I've gone ahead and made my markings and I have my pieces laid out. I still need to go to Hobby Lobby because I want to get lining for this. I want to get some power mesh to line this. So I need to go to Hobby Lobby for that. I also need to go to Hobby Lobby to get buttons for this. And then once I finish that up, then I want to go to two other quick and simple patterns that I've worked on in the past. We talked about this earlier in the week. My tried and true Amazing Scrap Buster Butterick 7001. That is the cami again in the retro floral that I purchased from LA Finch Fabrics. And then here is a slip skirt, a bias cut slip skirt in black, and that will pair very well together as well as solo. All about workable pieces, workable wearable pieces. So those are the plans today. I do have my scraps of fabric to take with me so I can color match, get my buttons, get my thread for the next project, and that's my day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we're back. Today is Thursday, May 22nd. I'm headed back to work from a glorious day of PTO. I took PTO literally just to sew and get my hair done. And I'm going to do it more often. Yesterday was a glorious day. So today I am wearing a me-made top. This is a simplicity pattern. It's one of the first top patterns that I made last year. I was a little hesitant about making tops that weren't knits. And so this is a gauze or a linen blend, and it worked out wonderfully. It does have narrow hems. It does have elastic casings. It was a bit time consuming, but it's such a comfortable make. It's such an awesome pattern. It's an easy to sew pattern. I highly recommend it. I purchased this fabric from Joann many, and I mean many years ago. It's been in my fabric stash for at least 6 years. I definitely had it before I went on my 6-year sewing hiatus. So it was lovely to finally put it to use. And I made it without my serger. I didn't have a serger at the time. And it frays, but just a little bit. It's not that bad. I think I used pinking shears for this one. Overall, it has worn very well and I love it. Now, I have paired my top with some ready-to-wear pants. I purchased these pants from Target many years ago, and they've held up. These are very similar to the Simplicity pants that I made earlier in the year. So I'm thinking about making another pair, and yeah. I like that pattern. I like these pants. They are very similar. They have one pleat in the front. They have a fitted band across the front, and they have the elastic casing in the back. Yes, very similar. The only difference is those pants that I made earlier in the year have pockets, and these don't. But with my Steve Madden flats, my sandals, I am really comfortable, eager for the weekend. This is a look. What do you think?
Why can't I just let it go? Let it go, go. Why'd you have to show me heaven just to lay me down and
today is Friday, May the 23rd, and I am wearing a brand new Me Made. It's a lot of new Me Mades for May. I like how that worked out. So this is a simplicity pattern. We touched on it a couple days ago. It was originally batch cut a couple months ago, and I just randomly pulled it out of my bin. For this pattern, it is a wardrobe pattern. So you have the vest, the skirt, and the pants. I will probably make those pieces in the future. I will definitely make this vest again. So this vest is made with a brocade that I purchased from Joann. I purchased it from Joann earlier this year, before they announced that they were closing. I think I spent $15-16 a yard on it. So it had a little higher price mark than what I would typically gravitate to, but the fabric is just beautiful. And it's got my go-to colors. It has pink and green and gold. Yes, yes, and yes. I love it. Now, I cut a size 14 in this vest. I am very comfortable. It fits very well, nice and snug and fitted. It's not too tight. It's not too restricting. Fits good up under my arm. I am comfortable. I love this make. If you have this pattern, you need to make it. I can't tell you about the skirt and the pants. I can tell you the vest is well worth it. Very few steps, very few pieces, easy construction, takes no time at all. Yes. And what I love about this pattern is that I made covered buttons for the first time. So I went out to Hobby Lobby and purchased, well, that's my new go-to now. I went out to Hobby Lobby and I got a button mold kit. I think that's what it's called. Very inexpensive. I think it was $250 with some scrap fabric. Made my covered buttons. Took no time at all. I love it. Now I've paired my vest with some wide leg pants. These are mom jeans. They are a little high waisted. I purchased these from Poshmark. So I occasionally like to thrift and refashion. So I purchased these off of Poshmark. And then yesterday I had some free time. I went to Burlington Coat Factory for the first time in many years. And it was the first time since like 3 or 4 years ago. I found these block heeled sandals for $18. Gold. I need a little metallic. Now, I don't typically bring out my handbags, but this outfit was too cute not to. What I wish I had, though, was a gold metallic handbag. And I know exactly what I want because I saw it on Amazon. I'm going to get it just because I have these shoes now. So, sorry to my husband, but you know the deal. So, this is the look. This is a great way to end Friday. I feel amazing. So, what do you think?
Answer for all of your mistakes, but I'm way too weak now, crawling on all fours, searching